Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday, best day of the week. We're starting off with some golden singing bell to raise the frequency of the cards in me and you, and this beautiful crystal that I'll show you in a minute. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Right now, we have a full moon. It's the super full moon. It's a sturgeon moon. It's the first full moon of August. We have a blue moon this month. We have a meteor shower this month. Lots of things going on. August is supposed to be a very, very powerful month, including the 8/8 Lions Gate that is on August 8th. So lots going on this month. So we're going to start it off with a pick a stack reading. If you're new, this is what we do here. You think of an idea, issue, or question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, your community, or the world. And then you choose a stack. Stack number 1 is going to be a reading from The Secret Language of Light. Stack number 2 is going to be a reading from The Tarot of Dreams. Stack number 3 is going to be a reading from the Archangel Power Deck. So we have Oracle, Tarot, Tarot. Hopefully, whatever stack you choose resonates with you. You don't have to just choose one. You can choose 2 stacks, or you can choose all 3 as well. You're the only one that makes up the rules here. Not me, not anybody else. Don't give your power to anybody. I'm just going to move this over so you can see. See this beautiful crystal here? To move it. This is an amethyst cluster, and it's inside maple. This is handmade by Mike. It is for sale in my shop. I like using his pieces, first of all, because they're so beautiful. And second of all, if I can help sell one of his pieces, that helps him out. He is a retired veteran. Let me just put this back. There we go. He's a retired veteran, so anything that I can do to help him makes me feel good too, and makes him feel good. All right, so let's dive right in. If you chose stack number 1, you're going to get a card from The Secret Language of Light. I hope everybody is doing very well in this crazy time we're living in. What do our stack number 1 people need to know today? If you chose stack number 1, what do you need to know today? Ugh, cards are chaotic. Okay, it is going to be this one. Awakening. That is card number 2, Awakening. Beautiful picture. Card number 2, keep your thoughts positive. I'm almost there. See you. Awakening. You are or about to experience an aha moment. I don't know about you, but I've had a lot of those this year. This will come as a feeling of deep truth that seemed to have slipped your mind. You have often thought there must be another way to experience and live this life. Who hasn't done that? And you are about to discover it. You are opening your heart and mind to the full, authentic you. Time-honored ways that have worked in the past are no longer bringing the results you desire and may have become obstacles to your dreams. Beliefs become intermingled with everyday processes and who we think we are. No wonder it can seem hard to let them go. When you rouse from the slumber of conformity, you awaken into the same world, but through the eyes of soul love. You can see beyond fear to the creative possibilities that are everywhere. Relax and enjoy this time. It is your natural evolution. And, that brings up stuff going on in my head. We've been talking for years and years about how our world is going to split into two. And it's not like it's physically going to split into two, but it's already happened. There's those of us who are living in kind of this pseudo 5D world. We're not exactly there yet, but we're so close. It's right around the corner. And then there are those people who are living in that total 3D mainstream media, living in fear world. And there's no middle ground anymore. It's either here or here. There's literally no middle ground, no fence. You're either on one side or the other. And so this awakening, this does not mean woke, by the way. That's something totally different. Awakening is going to that 5D world where we are living in soul love. We are living from the heart. We're thinking from the heart. We're living with intention. We are helping others, kind of like all the people that are helping me to help the Lakota, which I'm going next week, so there won't be a pick-a-stack next week. But it's this higher love, this higher being that we are becoming. We're rising above this just 3D body. It talks about this in the Bible. In the book of Revelation, it talks about us rising up out of just being this physical being. In other words, we're not just surviving anymore. We're actually living, but we're living at a higher level. Not here, but here. This heart is higher than the mind. The mind is what gets us messed up a lot of times, because the ego and the mind, we kind of do stuff that it seems logical. It seems like this is what, I should be doing, but it's usually what our society, our family, our church friends, certain people have expected us to do. And so we do it. Now we get to live with intention and we get to live our dreams. So if your dream is to become an artist, this is your chance. This is your opportunity. Become an artist. Become the best artist you can be. If you want to just go live in the woods and chop wood and talk to deer and eagles and just be out in the woods, this is your opportunity. Go do that. What's stopping you? The old ways aren't working anymore. They're not. So this is saying it's time to wake up. Or you've already awakened and it's time to kind of kick it in gear. Okay? You're not neutral anymore. Kick it in gear and get this going. Let's see what else the book says. Nourish your mind and body with the wisdom of your soul by taking deep breaths, maybe even doing yoga. Close your eyes and smile for a few moments every hour as you enjoy connecting with your soul. Connect with your soul. Meditate. And meditate doesn't mean you have to go find a special place and go, Om, like that. You can do it while you're sitting in your car. You just came out of a store, the grocery store or whatever. Just take 1 minute before you drive. Just sit with your eyes closed, quiet, and just open your mind. What do I need to know today? Or just go through your list of what you're grateful for. That's usually how I start. What I am grateful for, and I make a big long list. I usually do that at night too. It helps me fall asleep because I'm doing my gratitude stuff and all of a sudden it's like 7 hours later and I wake up and I go, oh yeah, that's right. I don't remember finishing. Recognize that the same life force flowing through you flows through all of life. That's huge, you guys. Back in the day when Star Wars first came out and Yoda said, and was it Yoda that said, may the force be with you? That whole Jedi thing. Think about that. That to me was huge back in the day. That was in the 70s. May the Force be with you. It's not something external. It's not something that has to do with something over there. Okay? It's in here. It's in you. It's in your pets. It's in Mama Earth. It's in the sky, the force, the electromagnetic field, the field that your heart gives off, the field that the earth gives off, the field that the sun gives off. They're all related. The great central sun has a field. All this electromagnetic field that's pulsing, it's in all of us. And whatever you call it, you can call it source, God, creator, great spirit, great mystery, that thing out there I don't understand. Whatever you call it, it's here and it's tangible. So grab onto a piece of that. Working with that field is how we manifest. Stack number 1, super powerful, you guys. Time to awaken, time to know who you are and what you are. You're more than just this physical body. First of all, this isn't Barbara. Barbara is the consciousness inside this body. This is Barbara's vehicle. You need to make sure you take care of this vehicle. A lot of times we take better care of our cars and our trucks and our SUVs than we do this vehicle. And it's time. We got to be taking care of this vehicle, because right now this vehicle is going through a lot with all these energies. We're going through a period of time that we've never gone through before. The earth has never gone through before. So we need to take care of ourselves. And sometimes if you have to sleep in late, if you need a day off, if you need to just go sit in the backyard, which is right there, which is why I'm pointing, just go sit in the backyard for 4 hours and not do anything. Just sit in your chair and maybe, drink some tea and have some chocolate. It's okay. We got to do these things. We got to be grounded to Mama Earth. We got to just be. This is recharging our batteries, because we are being upgraded. Okay? Our consciousnesses are being upgraded. There's veils coming away so that we can know who we are, but these physical bodies are getting upgraded too. So pay attention. We don't necessarily want to eat the same things we used to eat, or drink the same things we used to drink, or use the same products that we used to use. Pay attention to that, okay? Especially children. Children they're upgraded from us adults. And so they're more sensitive, which is why they have more allergies. Like laundry detergent, commercial laundry detergent is so bad. It is so bad for the human body. And these children that are coming in are allergic to it. And basically it's to tell the rest of us, hey, stop using that chemical garbage on our bodies. Because if it's on your clothes, it's on your body. Start going with something natural, okay? I don't know why, but somebody needed to hear that. All right. I need some water. That was stack number 1. Let's do some golden singing bell. It's funny, when I put the camera back, I see that the Valhalla prayer is right over my head. Interesting. Yay, Vikings. And I don't mean football. All right, if you chose stack number 2, we get a tarot deck. It is the Tarot of Dreams. It is a Marchetti deck. So what do our stack number 2 people need to know today? What do stack 2? Ooh, that one right there wants to come out. Oh, sweet. Stack number 2. Your card out of the Tarot of Dreams is the 8 of Coins. The 8 of Coins, also known as the 8 of Pentacles or the 8 of Earth. This is all about physical things, wealth. It could be money, but it could be, you know, a car or groceries or, you know, something, something material. So what's interesting about this, he's got this machine and he's making the coins, right? So he's making something to get the physical somethings. Okay, he's making money to get the physical things. He's making things that he's going to sell to get these physical things. But if you can, if you're not driving, look at how he's looking at that coin that he's holding. He's seeking perfection. That's what I feel like he's doing. Like he's making sure that what he made is up to his standards. It's interesting because whenever I see these cards, I always see something different. And it depends on the time. It depends on who's here for the reading. So he's trying to seek that perfection. He's trying to make the things. It's integrity. So he's a craftsman and he's making something and he is a man of integrity. So he wants to make sure that it's made well. So whatever you're doing to make money, okay, because this has to do with money, whatever you're doing to make money, do it with integrity. Whatever your question was or your issue or whatever, the answer is have integrity. It means don't take what's not yours. Don't screw something up for somebody else. You know, it's this whole golden rule thing. Do unto others as you would have done to yourself. Is that right? As you would have done unto you. There we go. So be a person of integrity. Whatever you were asking about, be honest. Be forthright. Now, part of me says perfection when it comes to physical things. It doesn't really exist because, you know, we can be as close to perfection as possible, but it's okay if it's not absolutely perfect. We have to give ourselves, you know, that 5% or whatever it is rule that, okay, you know what? There's one little edge on here that's just not exactly perfect. Do I let it go or do I fix it? The bigger question is, do you let it drive you crazy? You know, a lot of times when we're striving for perfection, we drive ourselves crazy because we want that thing exactly perfect. Well, maybe it's not supposed to be perfect. Maybe the person that gets that one item, that means something to them. My example is when I was in South Dakota a year ago, I went into this crystal shop because, you know, just because I own a crystal shop doesn't mean I'm not going to go into all the other crystal shops. And they had a pair of big angel wings carved out of rose quartz. And one of the wings was broken. And it was marked down. And I started crying when I saw it. And the lady's like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I need these angel wings." And she goes, "Well, you know, one of them's broken." And I said, "Yeah, and that's why I need it. Because it just reminds me that even when we're broken, we're still beautiful." And it reminded me of when my son passed away. The broken wing meant more to me than two perfect wings. So my whole point on this is, if there's some kind of a flaw, maybe it's not a flaw. Maybe it means something to somebody else. Live a life of integrity and do things very well, you know, to the best of your ability. But if there's a flaw in something, maybe it's not a flaw like it's a bad thing. maybe that flaw is going to mean something to somebody else. Does that make sense? I hope so. We all want to strive for perfection, but I think it's more important to live a life of integrity than to be perfect. Because what does perfect even mean? Whose definition of perfect? I mean, if that person over there is the one defining perfection, you're giving your power away to them if you strive for their version of perfection. You need to strive for your version of perfection. My version of perfection for me is, am I being the best person I can be today? That's perfection. And tomorrow, I'll start over and I'll try again. I'm going to be the best version of myself that I can be. And each day it's going to be different because the circumstances are different. Different people are going to come into my life. Different events are going to happen. The weather's going to be different. Whatever. The moon is going to be in a different place. You know, when the moon's full, I'm a whole different person than when the moon is new. I usually can't sleep when the moon's full. So this card, if you chose stack number 2, there's a whole bunch of things going on here, but live a life of integrity. Be the best person you can be each day. Each day, one day at a time. Stop thinking about 10 days from now. You know, you can plan an event for then, but don't worry about who you're going to be in 10 days because so much can happen in one day. We all know this. Something can happen that can totally flip your world upside down. You're going to meet somebody, you're going to go somewhere, you're going to do something. So just live a life of integrity. Strive for that perfection, but if you don't meet perfection, it's okay. All right? So that was stack number 2. Some more water. Woo! Okay. Golden singing bell just jumped out of my hand. That was scary. That's never happened before. Can't break the golden singing bell. No. All right. Ready for stack number 3? Stack number 3. Top doesn't want to come off. Stack number 3 is the Archangel Power Tarot deck. So we're going to have another tarot card. What do my stack number 3 people need to know today? Stack number 3 gets the 5 of Ariel. This is usually in other decks. You know, the nice thing about this deck is it's all archangels. And I like to see the positive in things. So usually the 5 of Ariel, which looks like this, usually this card in other decks is 2 people outside of a church. The church is closed, but there's light coming from within. It's snowing. You can tell they don't have a lot of money. And it's like sad and not having enough. But what's interesting is in this deck, it's Archangel Ariel standing in front of that church with the light coming through. Oh, and by the way, the 5 of Ariel is the 5 of Earth or Pentacles or Coins. So we had the 8 of Coins in stack 2, and now we have the 5 of Coins in stack 3. But the whole thing that's going on here is feeling like you don't have enough, concentrating on the negative things in your life, concentrating on lack. When you concentrate on lack, you're always going to have lack. because you're asking the universe for it. We are magnets. What we feel is what we attract. So if I never feel like I have enough money, I will never have enough money, because that's the energy I'm putting out there. It's not like me feeling like I don't have enough money is going to attract the money. No. In this case, opposites don't attract. Like attracts like. So if I feel like I have more money than I know what to do with, I'm going to attract more money than I know what to do with. Does that make sense? We've been taught it's the opposite. So in this deck, instead of showing us concentrating on lack and feeling sorry for ourselves because we're shut out from the church, from the spirituality, from money, from whatever. Here's this Archangel Ariel standing in front of the church, and all she's saying is, just ask. Just ask for help. The other card doesn't, or the other decks don't really show that. They just show us concentrating on the lack. This deck shows us concentrating on asking for help. So whatever it is that you are asking about, whether it's a job, a new career, a vehicle, home, money, love, justice in a court case, whatever you're asking about, this card is saying it's time to ask for help from up there. Now, whatever that means to you, God, creator, source, great spirit, great mystery, angels and archangels from the light, ascended masters, Jesus from the light, your spirit guides from the light, your ancestors from the light, aliens from the light, whoever resonates with you, your deities like Thor and Freya and Aphrodite, whoever you're working with, it is time to ask for help. And if you don't know who to ask, just ask. I need some help. Thank you for bringing me some help. Who's ever in the light and who's listening to me and looking over me. If you don't know, then just make sure you specify from the light though, okay? We don't want you to get in trouble with some darkness. That's not going to help your situation. But this card is saying it is time to ask for help. If you have an addiction problem, if you have a shopping problem, if you have any kind of issue, it's time to ask for help. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to go anywhere. You can be sitting in your car in the parking lot and just say, I don't know who to talk to, but who's ever watching over me from the light, thank you for sending some help, because I need help and I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who to turn to. But then don't be surprised if somebody shows up and says, hey, how you doing? Don't hide it. This is the time, like I was just saying in stack number 2, it's time to live a life of integrity. And part of being in the life of integrity is to be open and honest with yourself and others. I need help. Nobody is going to think less of you if you ask for help, because we've all been there. And anybody who says they've never been there, they're lying, because we've all been there. Everybody. So whatever you need help with getting through, ask for help. You can ask for help on the physical plane as well. But this is suggesting up there, talk to somebody. They can arrange a physical person to come into your life and say, hey man, you need some help? I'm here for you. So remember, whatever you're going through, you're not alone. We're all going through something. These are crazy times. We chose to come here at this time because out there we're strong and powerful, and we're like, yeah, we got this. We forgot how heavy this reality is, how hard this reality is. And that's okay. But we gotta ask for help. We are not alone. I was just working with somebody the other day, and he's finally getting it where he has to ask for help. And we're here. There's a whole network of people, a network of people. When I go out there and I see the earth, I see this network all the way around the earth, this network of lights. We're not alone. And all you have to do is go, thank you for helping me with whatever. The first time I did that, it was with money, because I was really struggling, and this was years ago. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to make ends meet. And I started asking and practicing with them. And in 1 week's time, I got 6 checks in the mail. Now, granted, they were all small. You know, one was like $16 and one was, $20. And they were silly things like a rebate from the electric company from 3 years ago. They were things like that. But you know what? It came to about $120. And that helped me so much at that time. Because single mom with a growing boy who eats a lot, it's hard. But you start asking. And next thing you know, magically, things happen for you and you can get through this. But you got to ask for help, okay? Don't play the victim. Don't play the victim. Just don't do that. It's not good for you. You're not a victim. Things don't happen to you. You actually attract them by your attitude. So have an attitude of gratitude. Thank you for all the abundance in my life. Thank you for all the people and opportunities in my life. Thank you for all the love in my life. Thank you for me having more money than I know what to do with. Because when you do that, then those things come to you. Okay? So whatever you're going through, I send a great big hug to you. I send lots of love to you. And I send everything that you need. Okay? Whatever it is you need, you just put it out there. I'm sending it to you. But don't forget to ask for help. Okay? It does work. I am living proof of that. I love you guys. I am sending love and blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things to all of you, because I know you're worthy. I know you deserve them. I know you want them. I know it's safe for you to have them. We're living in crazy times, and there's no manual to tell us how to deal with this. So just do the best you can and live a life of integrity. And ask for help. Welcome to the Great Awakening. Step number 1. Blessings, and have a beautiful rest of your day. You are my soul family, and I thank you. Namaste.